Welcome, 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 my fellow humans, to Scatterlove Tarot. And today we are doing daily dice. Excuse me, I've already cleansed your dice. Let's go ahead and ask Source what the daily dice is. If this resonates with you guys, hit the thumbs up button down below. Knowing that the more you interact with the channel, the easier it is for me to connect with your energy and get you guys out more resonating readings. Set that notification bell so you always know when the next video does get uploaded. And with that being said, let's go ahead and get into it. So, Source, what's the daily dice for my fellow humans today? What do they need to know? What's the daily dice? What can we tell them, Source? What do they need to know? The daily dice. What do they need to know? Okay, let's zoom in, guys. Let's see what we got. Just a second, I'll move those down. Make sure I'm in frame here. I got it really close. I hope you guys can see that really good. Okay. So let's start with 6th house. You guys are focusing on your health today. Yeah, you guys are definitely looking at your health. Like, let me take care of my health. Maybe you guys have struggled with overweight in the past, or unhealthy eating is really what's coming through. Just things like maybe you guys have always wanted to be more healthy and more fit in life, but it's just been really hard for you guys to do that. You know, Sagittarius is always good if you guys have Sagittarian in your chart, just knowing that physical activity helps you connect with that aspect of you guys. That is something that not a lot of people know about Sagittarius, but it is good to know, because if you have Sagittarian, just when you guys are more active, if you have it Sun, Rising, Moon, if you've got it Venus, wherever you have it on your chart, if you're trying to connect more with that aspect of yourself, getting into some sense of physical activity will help you guys do that. And that doesn't necessarily have to mean going to the gym to lift weights. That could be jump roping, it could be hula hooping, it could be jogging, it could be going on a walk, it could be yoga, it could be tai chi, it could be qigong, like whatever it is, guys, getting involved in that aspect and really connecting with your body will help. Sorry, I just dropped my ring. And you guys are going to be focusing on feeling good in your bodies today, like your hygiene and understanding why it is that you do what you do. This to me feels like focusing on little routines and where you guys can make things more streamlined in your energy, right? With the Sagittarian energy today, it's like I feel like you guys are going to be more adventurous when it comes to your life, and you're optimistic about how this is going to help you out moving forward. So maybe you guys, instead of working out before bed, you're going to wake up a little bit earlier in the morning and work out first thing in the morning, so that way you're ready for the day. Or you guys are going to just change things around so that you have a lot more time on your hands, or you feel a lot more productive in what it is that you're doing. And also with Sagittarius, it is connected to your wealth. And as I've said on many of my other readings, your wealth is not necessarily about monetary gain. Wealth is health and wellness, right? Like that, most people who have poor health but are filthy rich, they would give away every one of their pennies to have better health, right? Like that's something to keep in mind here. It's like we're so caught up on the material aspect of the world. It's like today you guys are really truly just focusing on your inner wealth and building that up for yourselves. And I feel very like there's this enthusiastic energy about it. You guys may also be doing that because someone disrespected you recently. If you guys have a little bit of a pudge or a tummy, or you guys are overweight, maybe somebody has been really cruel to you guys recently, and you guys decided that I'm done dealing with people who are cruel. And I feel like I need to tell this because it's coming up. Understanding that if someone was cruel to you, that is a reflection of where they're at. They're projecting onto you about how they feel about themselves. And it's never wise to start a workout routine just because someone said something to you. Always make sure that you're doing it because this is what you want to do. Okay, if you want to do it, then that's a good reason. If you're trying to do it for someone else, it will never stick. I'm just going to tell you guys that right now. I know from personal experience, so make sure that you guys are doing this because you want to. We have the South Node here. It's like letting go of what was karmic for you guys, letting go of that past energy and becoming who you're meant to. This is something that has happened for a while. Like, you guys are super familiar, like maybe starting routines or starting healthy workout habits or starting a new system because of everyone else has done this, or this is the way you've done it for your whole life. The example I'm getting right now is New Year's resolution. Maybe for New Year's, you're like, I'm going to start eating healthy. And then all of a sudden, once the second week of January came around, it was really hard for you guys to stick to it. And you're like, okay, I'm going to stick to my New Year's resolution. The time now is to say, not, this isn't my New Year's resolution. This is my new lifestyle choice. Rather, because if you guys get into the middle of the year and you're like, oh, I failed my New Year's resolution, now you're not going to want to do it until New Year's comes around again and you make a new resolution. Rather than looking at it as every day when you show up is a good day, whether that's one day this week, 6 days next week, 2 days the week after. Like, you're trying to build consistency, which creates discipline. And your discipline carries into your motivation. And you won't always be motivated to show up, but if you're disciplined, you'll always stay consistent, okay? And that's what they're saying here. Letting go of those paths that you followed before and those fears that maybe you have that you're not good enough, and letting go of the baggage of what people have said to you about your past, and really stepping up into your true north today, which is just embracing who you are in this now moment. Can you be okay with where you're at in this now moment and love yourself fully in this moment? Let's get some oracles out on it. What's the oracle for the daily dice source? Please have an oracle for the daily dice. Oh, okay. Yeah, focusing on yourself and your truth. Let's get one more out. This is like letting your intuition guide you, really connecting with your higher self here and figuring out what's good for you, because what has been trying to, like, you've been trying to fit into the past isn't working anymore. I feel like this is like, maybe you're like, oh, everybody goes to the gym and that's how they work out and that's how they lose weight. Everybody that goes to the gym, they look good. Like, maybe I'll go to the gym too, but you really hate going to the gym. Right? Like, and this is saying, like, the gym isn't necessarily going to work for you. Maybe it's finding something fun, whatever draws you in, right? Look, guys, I can't make that up. We have the north node on the bottom, destined to have, stepping into your true north, right? This is you guys letting go of what was. Mercury, communication, network, think, learn. Like, this is learning what works best for you and finding the truth of that and leaning into that and not being afraid. If it's different from what everyone else knows, then that's cool. If that's what works for you, then get it. If it's something that's fun and childlike, but it makes you show up every day, say it's just dancing. That's what it's supposed to be for you, okay? This is what I have for you guys. I hope this resonates. And with that being said, hit that thumbs up button down below. Make sure you're subscribed to the channel. And until the next one, guys, stay human.